looking for that one shot to separate on a close first.
Said it gets out so quick.
She is very, very quick. Great balance in her footwork.
Yeah, very high pace fighter.
Good morning, vlog. I just woke up. It is about 9 a.m. You might be thinking, hey, that's not very boxery of you. And you're right. But this is one of the rare mornings I can sleep in because we're sparring at 12. Typically, I'm up at 6 or 7 a.m. Today, I'm going to enjoy my morning, which is why I'm going to take you guys with me. Low-fat yogurt. Not the best looking eggs, but that's fine. This is a much bigger breakfast than I usually have, which I am gonna enjoy it because there's not a lot of mornings I get to really take my time. Typically, I'll get a quick bite, run out the door, and then go to training. I'm gonna be training for the next 5 hours. I just lost my mouthpiece the other day, so I'm making a new one. We're on our way to the track. I will typically run my 3 miles post sparring because it's better because you're a little bit more exhausted. I'll usually just run on the street, but since we have you guys along, we're gonna make it cinematic and go to a track. And then I'm gonna go straight to boxing. We're gonna do some warm up, some drills, and then we're gonna spar. I'm pretty nervous for today because yesterday was the first day that I tried sparring without headgear. I'm trying to decide whether to fight with or without headgear. I only had like 2 months to train for this, whereas everyone else fighting this had a year. So they're all fighting no headgear, but I wanted to kind of take my time with my decision. So I need to get over that fear today. Can't be flinching and closing my eyes, and I also need to be exiting responsibly because if I get bonked in the head, that's not gonna go well. Alright, well, I'm gonna loop around. It has to be under 25 minutes to run 3 miles, and then I gotta run to boxing because we're running late. Alright, I'll see you in the mile. Finished. It was a little bit slower than my other pace, but I really had to pee. And then I kept thinking like, what's gonna happen if you're in the fight and you have to pee? What, you think the pause is the fight's gonna pause? No, but you know what, we'll take it. That's just the warm up. Now is when the real work happens. I have 3 things I'm gonna focus on today. Connecting my feet to my hands and my upper body. They need to work in unison. Number 2, when they're attacking you, you can defend or you can counterattack, but I need to realize if I'm in a worse position, just get out.
We want to make adjustments. Remember, yesterday you did 5 rounds or 6 rounds with her. Today you're picking up. So if you did 5 yesterday, today your first round with her is round 6. It's not fresh. We've been working with Andrea for about 6 weeks now, getting her ready for April 15th. She's been sick probably 4 or 5 of those weeks, but still doing a great job putting in the work, getting in the reps. So today on Wednesdays with our community, we've got 2 different gyms. So Wednesdays is our opportunity to kind of bring our communities together and just focus on sparring. And we'll invite our other friends that are professional fighters, champions, boxers, MMA fighters, etc., just to elevate the experience or elevate the energy in the room.
The beginning rounds, I just couldn't get in.
All right.
We can drill more?
Yes, we're gonna drill more today.
Okay, these are the ones that you learn most from. I remember last time I was training, I also started crying from sparring. Not because I'm sad, I don't really know why. I think it's probably from getting hit in the head and the ribs. But now we're gonna drill in and learn from the mistakes, so it's okay.
What is your favorite part of working with her and training with her every day?
She just committed, she studies, she's like in here every single day, works really hard, hardly ever complains about anything. So just like,
I think the only thing she complains about is that we don't train enough. So boxing it's a pretty tough sport. It's a pretty brutal sport. A lot of people come in and you have to prepare them, get them into a place where they can accept that. With Andrea, there really wasn't any of that preparation necessary.
Have to force her to take breaks, which is like a great thing to have in a fighter. So, it's been like solid working with her.
This hurts. And you're shadow boxing on your own.
I did once this week. I need to do more. I didn't do my homework, so I got beat up. Honestly, I wanted to do more boxing today, but they said that enough is enough because we're doing all this. I prefer boxing than pull-ups, but Michelle prefers pull-ups, therefore I shall pull up. I love water. Well, you know, it was the roughest sparring session out of all other days, but that's also the most valuable day to learn from. I get to do a hot and cold plunge today. I have been working 7 days a week for the last 2 weeks, and I'm not taking a day off this week either, or next week. Instead of that day off, we do recovery. We got my under 400 calories meal. It is low-fat turkey with asparagus and a little bit of rice, and I added some goat cheese because I love my chef, but there's just not a lot of flavor in these meals. The main problem today is it was my first time sparring without headgear because I need to make the decision, and just mentally I wasn't there. I couldn't commit. I would get in with a jab, but the space wasn't right, and I was just constantly thinking about exiting and defending her shots rather than committing to when I was attacking. I didn't give up. I was crying and shit hurt, and I kept fighting. After I took those hits, I feel like the last 2 rounds, specifically the last one, I was able to recover, which recovering is very important because if you can't and you're getting beat up, then it's game over, but you have to be able to come back. So we're gonna stay here about 15, how many degrees is this? 152? Almost there. We're in it. It's been a long time. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be miserable. Oh, it's miserable.
How does it feel?
It takes a little bit to get acquainted. I'm just gonna wait till I lose feeling in my body. Once you can't feel everything, that's when it's going. I don't know if I can do the 3 minutes, but we're gonna try. You're not supposed to move because then it heats up your body, so you gotta just sit roasted. It's not terrible. I feel nothing. I'm not human, just an AI. Hey, it wasn't bad. I feel like I've built a lot of mental fortitude. We're gonna wait till we get really sweaty, and I'm gonna see how many times I can sit in the tub of torture. All right, round 2. I'm no bitch. I can do this. Just gonna go in. Oh, it's worse the second time. Oh god, this sucks. We finished. That was honestly really nice. Feels great. I'm gonna go dry off, and then I have to see my physical therapist because I'm an old lady and I have a lot of issues. Hello vlog. I'm wearing my sauna hat now because I didn't get to wear it in the actual sauna, and my hair is really greasy and I look really gross, and I didn't really have time to look cute, but you know what, this is a really realistic vlog. I'm here at my physical therapy. Obviously we did a ton of working out, like cardio and strength training and drilling. Most days I don't make time for all this recovery stuff. Since I got the privilege of filming this video, I just crammed everything that I wish I did more into one video. After my physical therapy, I didn't have a lot of time, so we're gonna go straight home, and then I'm gonna hop on a Zoom call with my coach, and we're gonna review today's sparring footage because there was a lot to learn, and then we're gonna call it a day. And honestly, this was like a really fun and nice and relaxing day. Maybe it's not a day in the life of a boxer, maybe it's just Andrea gets to do what she wants for a day while preparing for a boxing fight, but can't complain. Cold and I got no socks. At least I got my sauna hat.
How'd you get this bruise?
I have no idea. I really don't know.
Okay, does it hurt?
It's okay.
Is it like tightness pain or just sore pain or everything pain?
I used to think that like your soreness, by stretching it helps, but it doesn't, and the tightness doesn't really go away because muscles don't actually stretch. So you can't really use them at full mobility, especially if you don't take any time to recover. Typically it's not like a big inhibitor, but in the last 2 weeks, just everything hurts all the time, so whatever you can do so that you can train at 100%, you want to do it. See, I exit immediately because I don't see it as a success.
And she was on the back, like look at how she pulled back.
So then you need to push,
she pulls back.
Boom, immediately bad position. Look at how her weight's over her back leg. If you would have doubled up that jab, you catch it.
All right, I just finished looking over my sparring footage and took like an hour and a half, so my camera woman went to bed and it's just me. I'm eating my dinner. I made a little cup of tea. I'm quite exhausted and I'm very much ready for bed. Tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., we're gonna do it all over again. Honestly, I haven't had a full day that I could dedicate to recovery, kind of like today. I'm excited. I hope that tomorrow I feel the effects and I can train even better. Obviously, I have 3 weeks left, and for the next 2 weeks, I'm still doing 7 days a week, no days off. So it's really important that things like the heat and the cold and even seeing the PT helps with the soreness in my muscles so that tomorrow I can go harder. All right, well, that's a wrap, and I will see you guys next time.